Hello viewers, hello flight simmers, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Shanghai International Airport. Before we get started, I'd like to mention that this is basically the first video I'm recording since I have announced that we have welcomed a new family member into our small family. A very small baby pilot, maybe, let's see. And I want to take this chance to extend a very warm thank you to all of you guys who have sent their congratulations via YouTube or Discord. I've been truly moved by that. It has been so great to read through the comments, and I think it's amazing what you guys do in this community. I'm a bit lost for words here. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for all your support. And as you can guess, for those of you who haven't read the announcement, the upload rate on my channel will be a bit slower for the coming weeks and months. Of course, whenever I find the time to do it, I will try to get into the sim and do some recordings. I think most of those videos will actually be offline. I think flying online might be a bit more trickier for the coming weeks, but that's what I assume for now. Let's see where this journey is taking us. And so let's get into this video today. We are sitting here in Shanghai, which is kind of cool because I haven't been using this airport for a very long time. It is the ImagineSim Shanghai scenery, which is has not officially been updated for P3D version 5, and there was a bug with it earlier, but now I actually managed to find a custom FCAT file on ENVSOUND, on the ENVSOUND forum, which makes this airport work in P3 version 5, which is super cool. So we're using it, and I think by now this airport looks very different. This is a very old layout. You can see over there, this area back there. In reality, there would now be a huge new terminal over there, while here in the scenery it's still construction site basically. So it's a bit outdated, but it works. That's the good part. I'm just spotting this beautiful Lufthansa A380 over there. Very cool. And as you can see, we are flying a 747-400, which is not very common these days, at least in the passenger variant. And I myself, I was actually for a very long time of the opinion that the last passenger 747s are operated by Lufthansa, but turns out that's not the case. There is actually this one single 747-400 in the passenger variant, which is operated by Asiana. And it's the last one they have as a passenger variant, and they have also a fleet of, I think, 10 other cargo variants. And they are operating this aircraft on short routes, so between Tokyo and Seoul, and also Shanghai and Seoul, which we are flying today. So I found this quite interesting. Also, really escapes me why you would have like a fleet of one aircraft. It's typically very costly to operate. You need the personnel and everything for this very one aircraft. But I don't know. Maybe the same pilots are also operating the cargo flights. Who knows? I've no idea. But I think it's always fun to fly a 747-400, especially in a passenger variant. So here we are today. Boarding is progressing. It's been a long intro, so let's get to it. Alright, here we are, and as always, let's start out by taking a look at the routing. So from Shanghai over to Seoul, which is only like a 1.5 hour flight, you can see it's a bit of a detour. But that's typically what they fly. Maybe we can take a little bit of a shortcut over here, but in general that seems to be the routing they are flying. At the moment, I am planning to leave Shanghai on, which one is that? 3-4 left. So we are over here. Here you can actually see that's the new terminal, which we don't have in the scenery. Leaving on 3-4 left, and then out towards the east on the Lam departure. Let's check it out right away. So it's very cool. Just climbing to 500 feet and an immediate right-hand turn. So a very low right-hand turn. That's going to be awesome, I think. Max 250 knots. And then we have a couple of constraints. And I believe these are meters. Typically, Okay, so here we go. Flight level conversion. Flight level 157 or below at Matnu, and that's converted to 4,800 meters. So while in Chinese airspace we're operating in meters, which is always quite interesting. Yeah, and then let's get out of this one. We are at Lamen. We are switching over into the Incheon FIR, and from there we're gonna be operating in feet. And actually we can see this as well. Let me track over the flight plan. So we are starting out in meters, 11,300 meters, and that's actually translates to flight level of 371, and I believe 371 is what we will enter in the FMC. Let's check it out in a bit, how it works, and then at some point we can also climb higher, flight level 390. Yeah, flight time only 1 hour 25 minutes, so that should not be a huge issue. I have not checked for the weather, to be honest. Let's do that together real quick. So out of Shanghai 020 at 2 meters per second. That's always quite tricky to convert. I have no idea how it converts, but I will check it in active sky in just a second. Variable winds, but yeah, 30 degrees, quite warm. 1011. Quite good over here. Over at Incheon. Yeah, visibility 9,000. It's okay. Scattered 1,100. Okay, so it's a bit cloudy over at Incheon, but other than that, weather looks fairly okay, I would say. Right, in terms of weights, we're not super heavy. 226 for the zero fuel weight, takeoff weight, of course, on a short flight, far away from the max takeoff weight, so that's gonna be a pretty short takeoff roll with a nice climb performance, I assume. We actually have the GE engines. Here it features the Rolls-Royce engines, which is incorrect, so we can disregard that. But we will anyway use Top Cat for the takeoff calculations. Right, so that being said, now let's finally prepare the aircraft. I will kick off with the D-Link, which I'm gonna fast forward for you guys. Okay, here we are. We have the route loaded in. Performance. Yeah, I've loaded up the aircraft already, so we can get that straight in. Cost index, I've selected 8.0. Final reserves and alternate is gonna be 11.9. And cruise altitude initially 371. Right, okay, then for the departure we have briefed, or not briefed really, but we have discussed to take 3-4 left on the LAM 96 Delta. Like that. Okay, and for the arrival, since it's a short flight, let's enter it as well. So ILS 3-3 left is what we are planning for the moment on the which one is that? The Almond to Echo. Almond to Echo. On the NPIL, I think it is. Yeah, NPIL. Okay. Right, let's go ahead and close some doors, otherwise it's gonna be annoying. Let's close all. Oh, APU is running already. Ah, okay, because I've loaded in the short, sort of the short turnaround stage for this aircraft, which has the APU running. Alright. Okay, so then we can get the route data, load the winds, and then we actually just need to check on VNAV. transition altitude 9850. 9850. It's so cool operating in Chinese airspace with these meters. It's pretty crazy. What else? Ah, yeah, performance takeoff. Right. So now we actually need active sky. Let's see. We have variable at 4 knots. Okay, so 2 meters per second apparently is 4 knots. Right. Let's get this into TopCat, which is variable at 4, so we need to calculate for a potential tailwind on runway 4 left, which translates into 160 at 4, temperature 30, QNH 1011, it's dry, 254.8, optimum, aircon on, NTS off. And this will be happening on 3, 4 left, tailwind of 4, yes. Okay, full length, let's see. Just closing that. Okay, takeoff 2, flap 10, select temperature 74, so that's pretty much a full D rate, which still gives us 95.6 N1, which is a lot. It's still going to be a very short takeoff run, that's for sure. But let's roll with that. So take off 2, select temperature 74, 95.8. Okay, close enough. Flap 10 and speeds 134, 142 and 150. That's going to be tailwind of 4. That probably deletes my speed. Yes, it does. Okay, let's do that again. 134, 142, 150. Right. Okay. So speed 150. Heading initially, let's take the runway heading, which is 348, and for the altitude, yeah, there's no constraints, so let's actually go 371. Like that. Right, VORs, and I believe somewhere over, yeah, here's meters. Now we also have the meters in here, and let's check if this is correct. Okay, so 500 feet immediate right-hand turn. That's very good. And then at Hengsha VOR, we already flight level 112. Okay, and then at Aldap, we are running into the constraint already, which we have on Matnu. So yeah, I'm quite sure I'm going to cancel it out if there is no traffic we are running into. Then I think there's no need for us to maintain that constraint. Right, okay. Now let's run some checklists, I would say. First of all, let's test the oxygen. Okay, pre-flight checklist. Oxygen is tested 100% on my side. Flight instruments setting 258, 258. And altimeter is 1011, 1011, and 1011. That's checked. Parking brake should be set, and fuel control switches are cut off. Pre-flight checklist is completed. Let's arm all those. Let's go TA 1000. APU is running. FSX, ground connections. Let's remove everything. Let's make sure the jetways are undocked. And then we just need to ask for the pushback, and then we are off. Okay, we are about to push, so let's get ready for exactly that. Few pumps, and let's see, I assume we don't need the transfers, yeah. Cross transfers not needed, and then I think override pumps are also not needed in that case, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, beacons to both, and I'm just looking for these seat belts, non-smoking seat belts like that. And off we go. Okay, before start checklist, right deck door closed and locked. I hope it is locked. Then we have the passenger signs on. MCP set V2 150, heading 348, altitude 371, and I actually need the flight directors LNAV, VNAV. Takeoff speeds are inserted. 134, 142, 150. Trim is, what do we need? 5.1. Is it not working yet because of hydraulics or because my Yoke mappings have disappeared? Let's check again in a second. Taxi integra briefing completed, beacons are on both. Okay, so let's fire up. Packs off. Both continues, starting 3 and 4. We can take the block time over here. Okay, so we have N2 rising, we have oil pressure rising, that's 25. Let's fire up. Right, start a cutout. Same procedures for engine modes 1 and 2.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start.
Okay, oil pressure rising, N2 is rising. Introducing the fuel, and then we're looking for ignition right there. Okay, now let's check this trim again. 5.1. Ah, now it's okay. 5.1 is around there. Maybe there. Okay, that's set.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Okay, starters are cut out. Beautiful.
Right is clear.
So generators are on. Take the hydraulics to auto, packs back to norm. Then we have a flap 10 departure. This comes to RTO, trim is set, we do a flight control. Check. Full left, full right, full up. Oh, parking brake, okay. Some. Okay, strange. Rudder full left, full right. I feel like some key is mapped to parking brake, but now it looks fine. Right, then we do the before taxi checklist. Anti-eye is not required to recall. Is checked, APU needs to come off. Yeah, now it's looking good. ORBX, RTO, flight controls check, ground loop is clear. Before takeoff checklist, flaps position 10. That's checked as well, so the before takeoff checklist is completed. Right, so we are ready to move. Off we go. And okay, so we need to go all the way down there. Not sure where this guy's going. He's going there, so I think maybe I would just swing out to the left, and then we are on Echo, and then we can just continue Echo all the way down to the runway. I think that's probably the easiest for us to do. Okay, here we are at runway 34 left, and yeah, that's still a bit of a bug for the old scenery here. There's one more guy coming in, but he's on 34 right, so we are good to line up. And yes, I was not sure if you saw this during taxi, but I was surprised to see that there's actually a bit of custom downtown scenery here in Shanghai. Looks pretty cool, the buildings all the way there in the background. Maybe we can see it a bit better during the takeoff. Okay, let's go TARA, and then we do the final swing to the left. And since everything is clear up ahead, let's get going before he comes around and crosses our runway, which AI traffic just loves to do. So we are all set, the checklists are completed. Timer is running, and I would say let's rock and roll out of Shanghai. So power is coming up. Takeoff.
First speed alive.
Thrust is set. It's gonna be short takeoff run. Checked.
80 knots.
V1 already.
V1.
Rotate. Let's go.
Rotate. V2.
10 degrees. We are airborne.
Positive rate climb.
Nice. Gears coming up. Yeah, now we're just going to 500 feet even. So it's very soon, right there, right-hand turn. Nice, that's so cool, and flying it. Oh no, what's going on? What's going on with my navigation? My navigation is broken. Holy shit, haven't seen that in a while. Flaps 5. Okay, my navigation is gone. What happened? I've never seen that before in the PMDG. Okay, interesting. Let's go heading. Flap 1. I think there's some serious bug when it comes to the location of the airport in the sim. Okay, I get it. Okay, flaps up. Let's go. Autopilot. We are in heading select. VNAV speed. Flaps are coming up. Gear off. Okay, and now we are actually taking a bit of a shortcut, which was unintentional. So let's go direct to Aldab. LNAV. Right, okay. Yeah, really interesting. Maybe I should have backed up the navigation with some fixes, but yeah, okay. Never mind. It is what it is. We can't change it. Okay, passing 6,000 feet. Continuous ignition coming off. We can set some lights like that. Okay, and then we are eventually coming up to the constraint which we have at Matnu. So Matnu flight level 157 or below. However, we can also go direct Lamen, which is actually the last point on the departure route. Maybe that makes it even a bit easier for us. Okay, direct Lamen, so we have no more constraints. And now I forgot one thing in the beginning, which is to mark where we need to transition to a flight level, which is actually at Lamen. Okay, so at Lamen we transition over from meters to feet, so then we can decide to go to flight level 370, or we could also go to flight level 390. Going to standard, we're past 10,000. Yeah, that's a crazy climb performance. Yeah, they're off. So at Lamen, let's see. Optimum 392. Okay, so let's go flight level 390. And now we are expected Lamen. At 390, which is quite perfect actually. Oh wait, no, we should not go there before reaching Lamen, so let's go 371 for now. Okay, yeah, that was a busy departure. Interesting to see the navigation fail, but I think that's due to a faulty location of the scenery compared to the real world location. But anyhow, let's complete the after takeoff checklist. So landing gears up and off, flaps are up, after takeoff checklist is completed, and so we are on our way to Seoul, and yeah, let's hope for a nice arrival and a good landing into Seoul later on. Enjoy! So welcome back, folks. Yeah, really quick flight, only 1 hour airtime so far. And yeah, we are descending through flight level 174 at the moment. You are seeing a very messy navigation display, and we will have a look at the charts in just a second, and then it will all make sense. First of all, let's check the weather together. But I can tell you that much, it's looking really good for a nice landing. So wind variable at 8 knots between 250 and 310. There's nice visibility. A few clouds around, as we can see, so it's like 1,300 feet and broken at 20,000. Temperature 27 degrees. So I think that's all in all a pretty nice summer day here in Seoul, and conditions are good for a nice approach. Now, looking at the charts, so this is the arrival route we are flying. I believe currently we're into Ulm, and you can see it's a huge RNAV transition, mainly built for vectoring aircrafts around, depending on traffic situation. And this is what we are going to do as well, sort of on our own terms, depending on AI traffic. So let's see, I believe I will take this initial right-hand turn to Bobib. Maybe the left-hand turn as well, that makes kind of sense, and then we will have a look at the radar, see what's in front of us, what's behind us, around us basically, and then we will proceed to the initial approach fix, which is N-Peel, and from N-Peel we are heading into ILS 33 left, which is a normal ILS approach. Go around altitude is 4000. Slight right-hand turn initially, and then holding the Golf Echo 978 at 4000. So that's our plan, and yeah, that's the airport, huge airport as you guys know. So coming in on 33 left, and then we will vacate probably Charlie, what is that? No, it's Bravo 4, Bravo 5, I believe, are the high speeds exits. Whatever suits us. And we will taxi back, and we will take a stand here on this center concourse, where they often park up the 747 according to a flight radar. Right, so that's the plan. We are now below transition, so 1010 is set. Was that the right one? Yes, it is. That's good. Minimums are set 230 barrow. We are coming into 12,000, but we will keep it descending to 7,000 eventually. That's for NPL, the initial approach fix. Right, and this looks rather busy at the first glance, so let's see if we can eventually find our slot for ourselves without having to interfere too much with the AI traffic. It's always a bit tricky having all this AI traffic around. But let's see, I think the picture will get a bit clearer once we proceed on the left-hand turn from Bobib, and then we can actually see what's in front of us. Yeah, aircraft is putting in some power, descending slightly. That might even make sense. Let's see, do we have any further altitude constraints? 10,000 above Tessic, which is down here. Yeah, I will stay in VNAV for now, and then of course once we take a more direct way onto the final approach, I will make the aircraft descend a bit faster than that. Wow, this is really messy. ATC would help a lot right here. So many aircrafts. I wonder if we like sneak in now, if we even come out in front of them, but there's just so much traffic around now. Holy cow. Maybe AI traffic is going a little bit crazy here. Okay guys, actually let's go straight in. Based on AI Companion, none of those aircrafts is heading for runway 33 left, which we have planned, so I think we might as well take the shortcut, and I'm anyway not too sure where all these guys are heading, so let's try. Okay, track required. 1,400 too high, yeah, so let's use a bit of speed brake. I don't want to go in there too fast, passing 10,000 pretty soon. So everything should be looking nice, I believe. Turbulence. miles, okay. Oh yeah, that's really going crazy. Okay, we are pretty much back on profile. I will keep it descending for 1000. Okay, speed brake armed. In the meantime, we will do some checklists, descent checklists I've completed earlier. Approach checklist. Altimeters are set 1010, and that's 3 times. So that's done. And no. Yeah, that's the VNAV, LNAV of this PMDG 747 is really outdated. I think they've been considering to bring an update for that for a long time now, but never really got around to do it. It's a bit annoying. Okay. Yeah, approach checklist, altimeters are set. That completes the approach checklist. Next up will be the landing checklist eventually. Let's see, we have 26 miles to run. Okay, going flaps 1. Just trying to intercept that glide slope, since we are slightly above. Well, we should be there any second now. Come on, there we go. Okay. Go around altitude 4000 is set. Let's go flaps 5. Need a bit more drag. Wow, look at this bridge, guys. This is a seriously long bridge. Cool. Okay, 10 miles, flaps 10, that's our goal in the 747, so just in time. I will try to lose a bit more speed now. I'd rather take a nice and slow approach instead of shooting in like that. Okay, checking fine approach speed, 141 plus 5 max is 146. I believe we can, yeah, let's dial it in. And we will just continue to decelerate. Okay, runway straight ahead. Cool. Very good stuff. Okay, flaps 20 just for the drag. And then I think we can also throw out the gear. Second now, 6 miles, yes, gear down. Let's call this cleared to land. Lights are coming on.
1000.
Let's config gear, that's okay. Wow, why is this aircraft not slowing down? We have so much drag out. Okay, flaps full, landing checklist, speed brakes are armed, landing gears down, flaps are 30, landing checklist is completed. And let's take the aircraft, that's 500 feet right now. So barely within, hardly within the stable requirements, but I think we made it just in time. Yeah, that really took a long while for the aircraft to slow down. But I think we're looking okay now. Continue. Coming in a tiny bit low. Correcting.
50, 30, 20, 10, 5.
And come on. Where's the touchdown? There it is. Oh, nice. That was soft. Reverse. Oh, and now I'm just seeing I forget to set out brakes. Oh wow, that's pretty much the first time this ever happens to me. Okay, but we've made it. Idle forward, manual braking. Okay, welcome to Seoul, everyone. Flight time 1 hour 15. Yeah, it's a bit of a messy approach, but touchdown was quite okay, I believe. Let's check. Oh yeah, 76 feet per minute. That's a nice one. That's a nice one, although it was not the best approach. But okay. We've made it. Wow, there's surprisingly little traffic down here on the ground, considering how much there was up in the air. Okay, let's do some cleanup items. Landing lights coming off, strobes coming off. And what else? Weather radar. This goes to TA, and then we should be fine. Now let's find our way around here on the airport. So yeah, we need to taxi quite a bit further and then a right-hand turn eventually. And then we will find ourselves a nice stand. Okay, last right-hand turn, and then you stand straight ahead is ours, which is stand 113. So lights are coming off. Killing engine number 3. And let's see, I don't see any docking system. So maybe we want to look outside to make sure we get a good parking. — 747, that is second to last. Oh shoot. Oh no, now I'm stuck with the turn wheel. Okay, never mind. Not the best move. Parking brake, APU generators 1 and 2, and we are shutting down. Nice. 1:34 block time. Fuel pumps coming off, hydraulics coming off, beacons off, and that's that. FS actions, ground connections, wheel chocks, requesting ground power is coming to standby, and we will run the. Sorry about that. Yeah, active Sky. I need to update that. Shutdown checklist. Hydraulic panel is set. Fuel pumps are off. Flips are up. Parking brake is set. Fuel control switches are cut off. Weather radar is off. Shutdown checklist is completed, and we can go to external power as well. Nice. Let's ask for deboarding.
Deboarding requested.
With 2 jetways even. And then that's that. So here we are, folks. Welcome once again to Seoul, and thanks for joining me on this 747-400 flight. Sorry again about the turned nose wheel. That's really, really unprofessional, I guess. yeah, that was nice flying the 747-400 again in the passenger variant. We don't get to do this very often these days, but it's always fun to fly it. Oh, another 747 coming in. Polar cargo, nice. Yeah, landing was good. 75 feet per minute. That's a nice cruiser, although I'm not super happy with the approach, as I've mentioned during the approach actually. And yeah, so this completes our P3D flight today, and I hope I will meet you again on the next video. Let's see which one this will be. And as I've mentioned in the beginning, so upload rate will be a little bit reduced now. Let's see, maybe every second or third week I will get to do a video. Let's keep our fingers crossed. So thanks for joining me, guys, and take care. See you next time. Bye bye.